Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Execute Run Interview Episode 5. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone for all your positive comments, both under these videos and on Twitter. I really appreciate it, and it really keeps me going. Anyways, enjoy this episode with our great guest, Drullkus. Here with Drullkus. Hello, Drullkus.
How's it going?
I am very well. It is super late, but that's completely fine.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate your patience though. With working out the scheduling with this podcast, right?
Yeah. No, that's completely fine. Alright.
I didn't catch that. Sorry.
Oh, I said it's completely fine.
Epic.
Let's start with modding questions. When did you first get into mod developing?
That it's probably like 7 years ago by this point. I sort of started doing with like no-name mods, just sort of like learning the Forge modding and all of that. And then working with, well, sort of copy pasting tutorials. But I mean, that's how everybody that's how everybody went before, just sort of tried to learn to run before you start walking. But I pretty much started like the first bit name mods I was first involved with was the Chisel mods, which I was pretty much the texture artist for. And that was quite a fun bit, and then I moved on to well, from there I eventually learned how to program, thanks to actually with the developers being sneaky and pushing me more and more to write the Java end of stuff, because if you want to add blocks, well, you gotta program them in and such in Java.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that happens, and then from there, several other things happened, but the big next thing that happens was that I started working on the Twilight Forest mod, which we are currently in the world of.
Yeah, super great mod. I think it's super nostalgic to a lot of people.
Yeah. So if you actually when's the first time you touched Twilight Forest?
When's the first time I touched it? Oh, dang, I have horrible perception of time, but at least, like, 5 years ago, I'd say?
Okay, so you've seen the previous Naga Courtyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I sort of masterminded this new Naga Courtyard design. The specifics of the pieces I worked on with another developer, but I came up with the general concept of sort of having like a terrace maze sort of thing.
Yeah, it looks very nice. I love it. A lot better and less confusing than the maze.
Yeah, and as I especially put in a bunch of like hedges and stuff, so it could be sort of this epic fight that you just had earlier with the Naga like busting through the hedges and stuff.
Yeah, I think there's another one if you want to show it off, like right next to here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you know where it is?
Yep, I saw it while coming back. Right here.
Yeah, I'll just switch myself. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's not too far.
Yeah, but yeah, you were finding Naga earlier, and we actually we've been sort of going through this process where we were trying to kind of glow up, give each of these structures a glow up and
yeah,
like refresh them, because some of these structures, they're as old as like nearly as old as Minecraft, which they're like the Lich Tower, I believe, is around 10 years old by now, which is extremely ancient by today's standards of modding in general, and as such contains like really old block palette, which didn't even have like I don't know, 9% of the blocks that are in today's Minecraft.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice that you guys are still doing that. Shows that you guys still care about it.
Oh yeah, 100%. We wholeheartedly care about this mod.
Yeah, for sure. Alright. What is your favorite modding project you've been part of? If you have any like specific favorite, it can be more than one.
Well, definitely Chisel Twilight Forest. One other mod I also worked on was thermal innovation, where I worked with King Lemon to create or Redstone Flex versions, basically electrical powered tools. Well, variants of existing tools. So in the place of a pickaxe, we would have the powered drill, and in the place of that, we would have the flex saw and such.
Yeah. Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, so I worked on some really cool animations for those, and King Lemon, he just loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a fun project to work on, and then I also worked on some textures for thermal foundation itself, where to like Shopify them, because what Minecraft when 16 and up, they did the new texturing thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I was trying to help King Lemon with that, and part of it was that I created this gear texture, and long story short, that gear texture has been a wild freaking success.
What do you mean by that?
Was that?
What do you mean by that?
So you've seen most gears and mods. They come with 8 teeth, right?
Yep. Mhm.
Mine was unusual. It had 6, and somehow that was part of the charm, that it only had 6 teeth, and so I was able to actually make it smaller, and I can store it here in the inventory.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of like big name mods that you've been on. That's super cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's your That's more of like a personal question. What's your favorite mod pack or mod pack?
Mod pack.
Yeah, or mod. Like, what do you like playing with besides like Twilight Forest, for example?
Of course, besides Twilight Forest and then the mods I've worked on,
Yeah.
I would definitely have to say, I probably would say Applied Energistics.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been just sort of a logistics nerd, automation nerd, just sort of give you a general sense of the stuff I like to play with. I really love playing Factorial and Satisfactory, which are completely different games than Minecraft, but they let you focus on building a factory and all these supply chains that back this factory.
Yeah. Okay. The crate mod. I don't know if you've played with that, but sounds like something
Oh,
similar to
I've heard
that.
about Create. It looks amazing. I personally haven't touched it. Just I just haven't really opened for Minecraft for actually playing, but it legitimately looks amazing.
Yeah, it's something similar to like Factorio, what you can do with it. Anyways. All right, let's get more into the Twilight Forest questions.
Sure, let's move on to a different structure too. Let's maybe move over to the Lich Tower.
For sure. If you go back into creative, so I can see where you are.
I'll find the Lich Tower, and
there's one very close to spawn.
All right, now you can teleport to me.
Alrighty.
Excellent. All right, so you're gonna ask some Twilight Forest questions?
Yep. And yeah, I see what you mean by this. There's a very old block palette that has the full double slab smooth.
Yeah, it's a birchwood, it's stone bricks, it's smooth stone slabs. It's still a pretty good structure. It's just
for sure. Just a bit outdated, feels like.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, okay. So, when did you join the Twilight Forest team?
So I actually helped create it. So back in March 2017, I was talking with two other developers, Tom Blom and then I think Willie Willis. We were basically talking about the Twilight Forest mod, and I think, and then that we just like really missed the mods, and we would definitely be willing to take over maintenance for the mods. And then Ben Mad swings into the Twitter, into the tweet chain, like the reply chain, the threads, the tweet thread, and
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, and so he's like, I've made the license public now, so you guys are now totally welcome to work on the mod. So that's how Team Twilight was born.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, it's I guess sort of an anticlimactic story, but it's definitely been a very enriching story. And ever since we've gotten some really amazing developers on the team, like Androza, Tombies, Gizmo, Killer Demon, they've all been freaking amazing.
Yeah, that's super cool. And yeah, I really like the idea of like taking back old mods that are kind of inactive, that fallen inactive.
Not falling in what?
Like fallen inactive, like stopped developing. I really like the idea that
inactive.
you guys. Yeah, my bad.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
super
for
cool
sure.
what you guys are doing. Yeah.
Also, come up to the boss room for a minute in the Lich Tower.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, don't
I was
enter
just
creative
climbing
mode.
the stairs. Oh, out of creative mode?
Oh, go into spectator.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, check out this boss spawner. This is a change I literally just made today. I just made this change today.
I didn't realize it was so big. That took me aback. Whoa. That's super cool.
I literally made the boss spawners bigger today. I made them bigger, so this is actually 24 by 24 by 24 voxels. And you have Sully to thank for this amazing texture too.
Yeah, I love it. It's very original. Like with the little like horns and stuff.
Yep. You enter creative mode, that's why.
Yeah, I was gonna like place blocks next to it, but I didn't know it disappeared. Okay.
Yeah. Looks like the rendering's little butt on this one. I'll need to check into that, unfortunately. Nothing to see here. Nothing's broken. Nothing's broken now.
Nothing's broken. Alright. What's your favorite part of making Twilight Forest? For example, like coming up with new ideas, implementing them, seeing them in the game?
That's a pretty good question. Pretty much the whole like creative process. I enjoyed like pretty much the entire creative process. Coming up with sort of the enhancements to the player experience for this mod, and also just designing structures and stuff. Like that's designing structures is half of it, because actually, I'm not sure if I can say there's anything more I can say beyond that.
Yeah.
But so what's been pretty fun working on this mod lately, particularly, has been world generation, because Mojang, they've been overhauling world generation every update since like 1.13 or so. And it's got to the point now in 1.17 that a lot of the world generation is now JSON driven, and we also have a bunch of custom world generation components as well. For instance, so the trees outside here, if you look outside the Lich Tower, this is actually mostly vanilla. Like, this is mostly generated vanilla-wise.
Yeah, they've opened the gate to a lot more like vanilla making of like new blocks and stuff. Generation side.
Not exactly. What I mean more of is that everything we do is basically vanilla datapack driven, sort of.
Yeah, like they let you put in your own assets now. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Or repeat that. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying they let you put in your own assets now. That's what I meant.
Yep. Yep. Totally.
Yeah, for sure. What's your favorite boss
Favorite
of the
boss.
Twilight Forest? Yeah.
Who? That's going to take a while to think on that one.
That's all good. We can come back to it later if you'd like.
Sure. Yeah. Sounds good to me.
All right. Do you think the development of this mod will ever end? It's a bit of like a hard question, but do you think it will ever reach its peak of new things to add?
I don't think it ever will. Because even if we finish the excuse me, sorry. If we
That's all
ever
good.
finished well, when we finish the final castle, that's not going to be the end. We're still going to be working on more content after the final castle. But the final castle is what will be the end of the actual progression in the mod. There won't be any more progression after that. So it'll be more of a side content to do in the Twilight Forest.
Yeah, okay. So like story-wise, there will be a peak, but content-wise, there will always be new things. That's good.
Yes. Yeah.
That's super good.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, it's part of the creative process. You can't really you don't really want to stop working on it.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I said it was a bit of a rough question.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally makes sense. Okay. How about the Chisel questions? Also, just before the Chisel questions, I do want to specify that Chisel and Bits is a different mods. They're different mods from each other. Because I
Thank you
confused
for
them the
putting
other
in
day.
that clarification. Thank you for putting in that clarification.
Yeah, totally, because I got completely confused the other day.
Yeah, everybody gets confused over the distinction of Chisel and Bits. I get thanked a lot for Chisel and Bits, and it feels wrong to be like being given credit for someone else's work. Like even though it's like their mistake, it's just you just sort of feel like guilty that you have this person who's thinking they're like happy to be being someone who made something that they liked, but it's not. You're not them, so it's like, how are you going to break it to them that you're not the person who worked on Chisel and Bits?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense though, like the mod name, but it's really hard. It's really easy to confuse, which is the issue.
Yeah, I don't really know how to like resolve this because Chisel and Bits, it's they've also established themselves in the community for years now, and this wasn't really something that that I or someone else on the Chisel team should have like asked them to like, hey, rename your mod because we're worried someone might be giving us credit for Chisel and Bits or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Just to clarify for people that are a bit confused, Chisel and Bits is the Tiny Blocks mod, I guess, and Chisel is the one that makes variants of every single block you have.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both super cool. You should both check them out, but they're different mods.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Okay, now for the Chisel questions. How long have you been working on Chisel?
A long freaking time. Probably 6 years. Probably 6 years. It's probably like a year into Minecraft modding that I started working on Chisel, I think.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's that old, really?
It is specifically it originated in 1.5, the Redstone update.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, so it's it's not only old, but it's seen probably for maintainers, and by for maintainers, I sort of mean more of like passing down sort of before it landed into the current Chisel team there is now. So there were teams that worked on this mod before.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. But okay, still, that's pretty old.
Oh, it's mega old. Yeah, for sure.
How do you defeat the Lich King? I don't remember.
Oh, you blew a hole through the floor here. Ouch.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying with everything.
So what you want to do is, so this guy has shields that resist all damage except for magic damage. So one, if the Lich is shooting the Ender Pearl, blue Ender Pearl looking projectiles at you, you'll want to either deflect those by hitting it with the swords or using the shield.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can use a splash potion.
That would make sense. That would be much easier. Okay, thank you. Anyways. Sorry.
Well, specifically, a healing splash potion. Specifically.
Healing, okay. Yeah, because it's an undead mob. That makes sense.
Yes. Wow. That is some spam right there. Woo! You did it! You totally did the Lich fight. Totally legit.
Yep, that's what I just did.
Yep.
Ignore the big goal here. Okay. Why did you take on the project? Why did you join on the project?
Chisel?
Yep, Chisel.
Same time, at like the beginning, I pretty much joined Chisel, did test stream, had some drama, but that's pretty much my history with Chisel summed up. Besides making, I don't know.
No, like why did you join?
What's that?
I meant like what? Why did you join? Sorry.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Sorry. What made you join it?
I mostly did just to just sort of have fun with making textures with Chisel, and Chisel is sort of like this perfect excuse of like designing whatever textures you want, and if it's good in builds, then it's like if it's good to use for building, then it's perfectly good to use in the mods.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
Yep.
So it's like a texture pack, but better.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
All right.
You move over to the labyrinth before you continue with the questions.
Sure.
We actually do the Twilight Swamp.
Wait, sorry, what? Oh, swamp.
I'm gonna do the swamp instead.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So
and
now
you can teleport now.
Okay, I added a backslash. Whoops. There you go. Ooh, the swamp always scared me, I'm pretty sure. Or like the dark one, I think. The dark biome. I'm not sure.
Oh, the fire swamp. You're talking about the fire swamp?
Probably.
Alright.
Yeah. This is very nice, though.
It is.
It looks,
in fact, did you see the Minecraft Live presentation today? Because that was today for the viewers.
That is exactly what I was going to mention. The new Minecraft 1.19 update release was today.
Yeah. So if you look here, I also added this just today that the mangrove trees now have mangrove roots as well. Yep.
I think the only thing you're missing is like leaf blocks, I think, or like root blocks. They have like root blocks.
These are root blocks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now for the one thing that I'm sure a lot of people know you for, it's the cape. The cape questions.
Yes, the Prismarine cape. Yep.
The infamous cape questions. How did you get your cape, if you want to clarify that out? Because I think there's a lot of confusion about it.
So that was one of the things that happened while I was working on the Chisel mod. I'll set down right here. So I was working on Prismarine variants for Prismarine. And so I didn't really want to use I didn't really want to use the baseline Prismarine textures that were part of Minecraft. So what I ended up doing was create my own Prismarine texture for Prismarine blocks and Chisel, and I had spent like probably an entire daytime working on it, and so I was like tweeting on Twitter saying like, "Hey, who designed this block? Because this is really amazing. I kept this must have taken a long time to work on it, and I think I pinged Jep there, and he's like, he's like, haha, thanks. What's your in-game name?" And I was like, "I'm Drullkus," and it's like, now you have a cape band, so it's completely out of the left field for me.
Yeah, that's so like random and such a
it
out
was
of nowhere
100%
story.
random.
Dang. Yeah, that's super cool. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like the design of the cape?
That's a pretty good question being asking an artist. I would have gone for a different design if, as in my opinion, as an artist.
Oh, why so? Why do you think it's like too simple, or?
It's just like too noisy in one area, and it's just sort of like flat to everywhere else.
Yeah. Okay. But overall, do you like it?
It's sort of all right. Why I actually have issues with is more of like the Minecraft community and larger, especially with those who are like really obsessed with like buying cats with capes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which they're basically like the original NFTs.
That is not a way I've thought of it, but it makes a lot of sense.
They are indistinguishable from NFTs, and that's one of the parts I don't really like. And so that's one of the things I sort of liked about the account migration is that everybody now gets a cape, and which is great. And I hope there's going to be more opportunities for players to get capes in the future, just at their whim or whatever, instead of just like, hey, this person gets this only one cape and nobody else gets it forever.
Yeah, that's what's kind of weird about it, and it makes sense that a community is created around it, even though as bad as it sounds. But yeah, it is good that they're normalizing them with capes and stuff.
Yeah, normalizing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, do you have any theories for the cape, for the texture of the cape, where it could have come from, what it could be used for, before it got put on your account? You said you had a story about this one, I think, right? Or something similar?
So I think you said you had a theory, so I want to hear yours first.
Okay. So my theory is, as the 1.18 update that added all the Prismarine and the underwater dungeons and stuff was in 2014, and 2014's Minecon didn't have a cape for it. So my theory is that this was a Minecon possible cape, and maybe they just ditched the cape last second.
Oh, interesting. So I don't really have theories to this, but I do have a story that I met up with Jeb at Minecon 2016. And so unfortunately, me being deaf with cochlear implants, and that Jeb has a very heavy Swedish accent. I was only able to understand like half of what he said, and I was left to like kind of piece together the rest because I didn't really. I was younger, and I didn't want to seem rude asking him to like repeat himself.
Yeah.
So, but what I heard from him was like someone was like working on like a really cool map based around Prison Arena or something like that, and Jeb actually reached out to them that they intending to give them the Prison Ring cape, like they were going to be the original recipient for the cape, but they never got back to him. Like they never told him his in-game name or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, so some poor soul out there missed out on, I guess, what would have been really cool for them.
Yeah. Okay, that's definitely a story I've never heard about the cape before. Thank you.
Yeah, this I've said this story before, but I don't think people really talk about it, unlike the story of how I got this originally.
Yeah, no. Dang. Okay. So I'll do my best to well, if Jeb, if you see this, message me on Twitter who was the person, because I'm very interested. And do you know if the map is out? If the map ever came out?
I don't even know what map is. I don't even know who the person is.
Oh, that really sucks. I would have loved to test out. That's okay. So
Yeah.
super interesting. I really didn't expect that. Okay. Did you ever have any security scares before migration? As I don't know if you know this, but a lot of other quote unquote rare cape accounts have been stolen, hacked, or a lot of horrible things. Have you ever been scared that your account has had anything similar?
So I really want to give a shout to one of my awesome friends. She used to work at Mulchade support, and
Yeah.
she created like this whole process of like trying to detect like fraud or phishing and stuff like that. Like if someone was trying to social engineer someone at Mulchade support to give them a cape account or something like that.
Ooh. Super
And
cool.
so yeah, and so specifically on my account, on my Mulching account, she put a specific note of like, special accounts, something like special account, do not give or do not change email or something like that.
Oh, that's super interesting. Do you have any idea when that was implemented?
Oh, you made a little.
Yeah, I was comparing the textures. But yeah, do you have any idea of like when that was made? The notes or whatever?
Do I have any idea when the cape was made? I do not.
No. Like notes on what your friend made on Mojang when they worked there.
I have never honestly asked any questions about this cape.
No. But like, you said they put a note on your account because a lot of accounts have been like stolen slightly recently.
No,
so I don't know.
I have been told that no, my account no longer has that note because I have migrated already to MSA.
Yeah. Now, do you like MSA? Do you feel more secure?
I mean, it's got two-factor. It's got 2FA, which I can't really. Do you get more secure than 2FA?
Yeah. 2FA is pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, okay. So now, that was all for the Cape questions. Thank you for the cool story. That was definitely a very interesting story that I don't think I've ever heard anywhere before.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I'm sure people will be super interested about it too. Alright. The more about you questions. When did you first find out about Minecraft and how? If you remember.
Let's go over to the Hydra, the fire swap first, which is right here.
Yep.
So I pretty much discovered Minecraft through one of my best friends during like middle school. I mean,
middle school.
That's I don't really have much to say there. Like, I was just playing through his Minecraft account. I played through his Minecraft account for like a year or two before I got my own Minecraft account.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I played with a bunch of like redstone during that time, and I basically had a session with like building sort of like roller coaster stuff using power rails and stuff.
Yeah, all the old Minecraft stuff. Making
Oh yeah,
roller coasters
100%.
everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright. Do you ever play vanilla? Or do you always play modded when you play by yourself? Like, when you start a world?
I used to play vanilla, but once you play mod, you can't go back.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, me personally,
Yeah.
I can't go back.
Yeah. I mean, you're developing fucking Twilight Forest, so of course.
Yep.
Alright. I saw a slight interview of like different mod developers at I think at 2018's Minecon Live. How was being on the panel?
Wait. Oh, you're asking about the Minecon panels?
Yeah, the Minecon panel. I think I saw you on 2018's modder panel.
Yep. So I was actually on 2 Minecon panels. I was on the
Oh.
panel for Minecon 2018 and 2019.
Okay, how were those?
And those were super fun. Well, naturally, I was just as nervous during those panels as I am right now.
Yeah.
But they were still fun. They I had a lot of fun meeting up with Mars that I don't normally get to see, especially since they're overseas. It was awesome seeing Brandon, Amadornas, Vasky, Direwolf both times, and then he and he only showed up. He was only able to come to the 2018 one. He didn't come to the 2019 Mata panel.
Yeah. Also,
But
just a quick question: who made? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it was super fun. We basically we taught shop a lot on like our modding experiences and also a bunch of like shit posting and stuff. Yeah.
The classic mod dev talk.
Yep, lots of memes.
Yeah. Yeah, who made these models? Because I feel like they're reworked, right? They must be.
Yes, so Bendemat, he made all the original models, but a lot of them, this Hydra,
Like the
Urgas,
yeah.
the Naga, they've all been retextured by Vinny.
Okay, yeah, huge shout out to Vendy. These are great. Dang.
Yeah, he's awesome. Vinny's awesome. He's yeah, he's also reworked a lot of items in this mod as well. Do you have a JEI installed?
Yep. Let me turn it
on.
on.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you can sort of go through all of the items in the item panel. Just not all of them are made by him, but a lot of the items have been redone by Vinny.
Yeah, I saw the new doors today. These look pretty cool.
Oh, Sully made the new doors, and we finally not only have door textures, but we now finally have a Wood of Transformation door, which I actually had a artist block on designing for 3 years.
Dang.
It was my worst enemy.
Okay, well, did Naga just destroy the doors? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, these look super good. Alright, sorry for kind of being, going on a weird tangent about textures.
It's fine, I go on tangents all the time.
Yeah. Alright. Frick. How did you get invited to the panel, out of curiosity? Like an email, or told by a friend?
Oh, so actually, it was a application process. Like I had to apply for the it was basically all like it was done through the public process where they had people like apply for the panel, and then you had to come up with like your elevator pitch and then record your YouTube video for like 60-second YouTube video elevator pitch of why your panel should be on the show, and the rest pretty much snowballs from there.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, these new doors look super cool.
Oh, yeah, Sully did an awesome job with them.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. Well, that was super cool. Now I have my favorite part of every show. Every episode. I don't know why I said show. The super most important questions.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw them on the Billy interview, I think you said you watched.
I have not scrolled down past the super most important questions in the chat tier. No.
Okay, well, the super most important questions, like the last part, they're just like ridiculous questions I come up with. They're zero related to anything you are. Lukewarm or freezing water?
You are joking.
Super important questions, I tell you.
So what is the context like? Is it for drinking, or is it like showering in, or anything?
Anything. These are the questions we need to know.
I definitely prefer cold water for drinking.
Freezing water.
It's just refreshing. Don't ask me why. I just prefer cold water for drinking.
Okay. For drinking.
Yeah.
Okay. So freezing water it is. Alright. Right, left, or center? Which one is the worst?
So I was expecting you to end that with like, which one is the best? So you gave me two. You gave me two whiplashes back to back there.
Yep.
All right, so left, right, center, which is the worst?
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good question. Can I answer this question with counterclockwise?
So, sure.
Because it's a very weird, particular thing with me. I my brain sort of has the affinity for going clockwise. Like, I guess in terms of like logic stuff or math stuff or visualizing whatever. Like, I have a significantly easier time visualizing stuff when it's in like clockwise order than counterclockwise order, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I kind of lost track, but yep. Alright.
You threw me a random question, I give you a random answer.
Complete sense. Okay. So, rooted dirt or coarse dirt? Which is the nicest?
Definitely rooted dirt. No. Here, I got even better.
What the fuck is this?
That's Uber soil.
Okay, it looks like dead fireflies.
Well, I got even better for you. Let's teleport over to the Highlands. See.
Ooh, the Highlands. I don't think I've watched them. I'll see. I don't think I've seen them before.
Alright. Yep, just fly up here and wait for the chucks to load.
Yep.
So
thank you for hosting the server, by the way.
What's that?
Thank you for hosting the server, by the way.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. You're welcome. I'm actually using the built server for this. I'm just using this space for the built server because we're not sort of like actively building the Lich Tower right now because we're in the middle of rebuilding the Lich Tower, just like how you saw the Naga Courtyard has been redesigned. You're in the middle of redesigning the Lich Tower. You seen my tweets on Twitter probably.
Yeah, I see them. Pretty cool.
Yeah. So you know how awesome is currently looking so far, and we're not even done with it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So here is the Uber soil that I showed you earlier, and here are matcha beans. Try planting them.
Yeah, I kind of expected it. Alright, let's just fly to the top.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Oh! What the fuck? No! I have to fight myself!
These look like me, not you. on my
like...
client. So these giants, they actually take up your. They use your Minecraft skin. So what I see is me, and what you see is you.
Yeah, okay. You get to see your cool new skin.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, they keep spawning. Oh, I really don't remember any of this. That's super cool.
Oh yes, this is the final castle, which is not finished, and is also pretty broken right now. We haven't really touched this in a while since we've been focusing on overhauling the other structures, and then once we get to the final castle, well, by that point, we'll be pretty much with all the experience that we've had with like redesigning the prior structures, we'll definitely like knock this final castle out of the ballpark, out of the ballpark for real.
Yeah, I mean this still looks sick as fuck. Holy shit! Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure. What's your favorite boss from Terraria?
From Terraria.
Terraria. I don't know if you've ever played it.
I've played it a little. I'm not such an avid player of Terraria though.
Terraria.
I guess I do enjoy fighting the eyeball boss multiple times.
Okay, so I'll pick that as the eyeball boss. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, these are all like the super most important questions that everyone is super interested about. That's why I put them on the last part, of course. Alright, I think we skipped over a question. If you might have the answer, what is your favorite boss from Twilight Forest so far?
Oh, so for a while we had a placeholder final boss. And what it actually was that it was this little guy over here, this kobold. Except it was a super buffed up version of the kobolds, where Minecraft has this attribute system where you can basically buff their armor, their health, their regeneration, their etc. So
yeah, that's pretty new.
Basically what we did was that we jacked this guy up. He was basically swole without actually being physically swole, and had around 1,000 health, and this guy too much damage. It made for a brutal fight with the players, and it was pretty hilarious for a while, but we eventually deemed it was a little too cruel for players who actually were like expecting a real boss with a unfortunately unfinished structure, so we removed the placeholder kobolds.
No.
But it was pretty hilarious for a while, and I gotta say that's been my favorite.
Okay, so the buff kobold. Good idea.
Yeah, that's the best way to sum up the buff kobolds.
Yep. That is super cool. Alright, so that's kind of all the questions I had. Is there anything you'd like to bring to light or anything?
That's a good question.
You can, you guys should follow Drullkus on Twitter. He posts pretty often.
See, where are you at?
Drullkus right behind
where are you at in game? Perfect. So if there you go. There's a skull, and then here's a candle. I want you to show this off to the viewers.
Yeah, I saw the head thing earlier. That was so weird. Oh, you can put more than what? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, this has been one of the coolest additions, and I'm kind of surprised that nobody's really added this prior, like just putting candles on the skull.
yeah. I mean, candles are pretty neat though.
What's that?
Candles are. Oh, okay. Candles are pretty neat though.
Oh, yeah. So unfortunately, we haven't really fixed the player ahead skin rendering, although that's something we definitely want possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
you can-
sorry. What question were you asking?
I lost track. I am sorry.
Oh no.
It is. It's okay.
You
But
sure?
yeah, I saw this earlier. Yeah, no, it's completely fine. Yeah, I saw this earlier. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like
I want you to show it off to the viewers because Gizmo worked on this feature and it's honestly one of my favorites.
it. Yeah, I like it a lot. Oh,
Yeah.
you can put it off. That's right. It works just like vanilla ones.
Yeah, it works exactly like vanilla candles.
Okay, yeah. So if you guys want to follow Drullkus' stuff, go to his Twitter. I think you're most active there.
Yep, I'm really active on Twitter. Let me even get a sign out here. There we go, sorting wood. Let's do that.
Yeah, sure. I think it's the same thing as your username.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, you beat me to the glow ink sack.
Yep. Why does your name have two L's?
Second.
Why does your name have two L's? I'm curious.
So that actually comes from the origin of my name, which comes from a Facebook game that I used to love playing. Probably 9 years ago. Yeah, around 9 years ago, called Backyard Monsters. It was the original game before Clash of Clans stole the idea and became popular. And yeah, so Droll was so there was this monster called Droll that was one of my favorites. It was also orange colors. Well, orange is my favorite color, and yeah, that's the one. That's the one. And prior to this, I had a different username, which I'm not really gonna bring up because it's just kind of attached to sort of a bunch of cringy roleplay that I did when I was in middle school.
That's okay.
I mean, everyone has had that, right?
Yeah.
I'm calling every one of you out. I'm calling everybody out.
Exactly. We've all been called out.
Yes. But yeah, so this was basically my new name, and that's pretty much been my name going forward. I do have my alternate name Drullkus, which I do use if unfortunately someone has typed my name on a different platform.
Oh. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
well, at least you have Drullkus.
Second?
I said at least you have Drullkus.
Yeah, unfortunately, I guess people know me enough that they want to ruin my fun and take my name on a different platform.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're popular. Or like you're known.
Ouch. R.I.P.
Yeah. All right.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so that was that's one of the unfortunate bugs of Minecraft there with you trying to clear the weather is that when you clear the weather, it'll try clear the weather of your dimension. But the problem is that your dimension's weather and what you see are independent of each other because the weather you are actually seeing comes from the Minecraft overworld. So you're actually supposed to execute the weather clearing command in the overworld.
Oh, dang it. That's strange, but okay.
It's messy, and it gets worse with the Minecraft world border.
Yeah, I tried with this.
Because the problem is that Twilight Forest has basically dimension scaling, where if you travel 1 block in the overworld, you travel 8 blocks in the Twilight Forest. Same way as you travel a single block in Nether, you travel 8 blocks in the overworld. So what happens is that when you travel 1 block in Nether, you travel 64 blocks in the Twilight Forest.
Yeah, okay,
and
that makes
so,
sense.
Hang on. Okay, sorry. What's that?
Oh yeah, I said yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So unfortunately, this problem applies to the world border as well, where the world border has this property to it that you can change the position of the center of the world border. However, the position of the center of that world border is also multiplied by the dimension distance scaling. So if you move the world border by 1 block in the overworld, you will move it by 8 blocks in the Twilight Forest, which leads to the worst problem that if you create a portal in the overworld at the center of the overworld, but your world border is like 10 blocks, the center of your world border is 10 blocks away, it'll be 8 blocks away in the Twilight Forest, and you'll probably die outside the bounds of the world.
Well, that sounds not fun.
Yeah, Molchain is to blame for every bit of this bug.
Yep. Blame it all, Mojang.
Yep.
Alright, yeah. So I've run out of questions. Thank you a lot for coming on. I really appreciate it. I like all the random rants we had.
It's been my honor. It's been my honor.
Alright. Well, yeah, follow Drullkus on all his projects.
Yes.
Play Twilight Forest.
Stay in school. Do awesome stuff. Follow your dreams.
Exactly. I don't know how to finish these things. Hey everyone, thank you all for making it the end of another great episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any feedback, I would really appreciate you guys dropping in the comments.